Hello, Ragnarok Online nerds, rather, Ragnarok Zero Global nerds. So, as we're approaching the open beta, hopefully sometime soon, I mean, they said it's going to happen in the second quarter of this year, which is starting tomorrow, technically. I wanted to highlight something very important. This is super major, a major change in the approach of gravity, I guess. This was never implemented before in I think any other server besides Taiwan, Ragnarok Zero, and it's called auto hunting. So technically, they have made like a pre-built botting system into the game, as in you can configure your own. I don't want to use the word bot, but you can configure your character to play the game without you being there. As in, you can just kind of treat your character as a homunculus, kind of sort of thing. So there's a whole interface designed for it, and let's read what the website actually says. It's very short, unfortunately, so there's not a lot of details to it, but it goes Auto hunting, reach your goal faster. Your journey to the game just got smoother in Ragnarok Zero Global. With the auto hunting feature, adventurers can farm materials and gain EXP more efficiently, helping you level up and prepare for bigger challenges ahead without spending endless hours grinding. Note that the auto hunting is not available for major content such as War of Imperium, as these key moments will require your full focus, strategy, and active gameplay. Play smarter, progress faster, and get ready for the real battles in Midgard. Now, what does this really entail when we think about it? I believe there is a lot of good intentions behind it. I believe Gravity has done their research and they figured, okay, this is probably the best approach that we can offer for our players nowadays. And I can understand them. I mean, what does this entail, in my opinion, is that they understand the game has a lot of outdated RPG designs which involve farming a lot and for cards, for materials for deadly poisons, for alchemist materials, for anything else, for just farming zeni, for I don't know endau stones, anything, right? You do need to grind a lot, which was a major say attribute of Ragnarok Online over the years, that it was a very grindy game, and many people liked it, including myself. That you could just hop online, grind for a couple hours, get some loot, and log off. Not really think a lot, just play on autopilot. However, I believe our lives have changed. Mine has changed for sure. I don't have a lot of time anymore to play, to dedicate to a game anymore. And that kind of, in their eyes, I believe, that kind of solves the issue. Of course, it does create a lot of issues by itself, because, I think this really kind of needs a whole discussion in the comments section, honestly. I can, right off the bat, I can name like two major issues coming into this is that auto hunting is basically just allowing like the sellers of the currency to do it legally and just pay a subscription fee, and it's gonna make it a whole lot easier for them. Which will happen inevitably. It would happen, regardless. There will be people selling and buying Zeni all the time and items. I mean, it happens in every server. Let's just make sure that, not make sure, but let's just collectively agree not to participate in this sort of bullshit because, I mean, what the hell, man? This is supposed to be fun, right? Not grinding. You don't have to be the richest, the most powerful character in the server. You don't have to be, I don't know, the biggest guild in the server. You don't have to be the biggest MVP hunter. It's a game. You do whatever you want in it. It's supposed to give you fun. And I suppose a lot of people don't like the grinding nowadays. Where this is where this is coming from. I'm kind of, I mean, I've heard about it before. I never really got into it. This whole auto hunting features. I heard about it on the Discord, and well, that would be the main thing that, of course, it would enable people to do. But the second thing is just kind of, I'm wondering whether or not this is going to kill party play. I mean, I can't imagine this being a lot faster in terms of leveling than party play, because party, like full focused party play, is going to be a lot more efficient, right, in terms of XP per hour. But on the other hand, you can leave your auto hunting on for endless hours without really checking in on it, and continue getting like very low amount of XP consistently throughout like a day, the whole day, like 24 hours. And you are going to outperform somebody who's like playing in a full party for like 2 hours, right? You probably are going to outperform that person, surely. I mean, it's not going to be that crazy, right? So yeah, I just don't want the whole scene of farming items to die simply because of this auto hunting existing. I can imagine people having like 5 accounts and paying for 5 subscriptions and doing auto hunting on 4 of them at the same time. You know, there will be hardcore people doing stuff like this, like those crazy, extremely dedicated people. But I will not be doing that. I can see myself trying this out, but quite honestly, I think the biggest fun that I personally have in the game is experiencing it myself. Like, I've never bought it. I've never really done anything shady in this game. And this feels like I'm skipping the fun. But I want to come back to one thing I was saying earlier, what it also entails, because it just crossed my mind. I think they're going to be putting a lot of emphasis on quote unquote end game content, or like party play content, as in instances, War of Imperium, MVP hunting maps. They've already announced that there will be like different types of MVP raids and things like that. It's cool because this auto hunting is probably going to enable you to catch up to those activities with your friends or with other people on the server. But at the same time, this grinding part at least used to be a major part of the game where you would just spend hours farming your immortal hearts or cactus needles or whatever else, right? Carvodry needles, anything. And I feel like I'm probably still gonna do that myself. I don't necessarily dislike this addition, but I'm not necessarily also pro adding out auto hunting, because it feels like, okay, legal botting. Like, you pay us $10, you can have the computer play the game for yourself. Um, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. Like, it doesn't kill the game for me in no way. Like, I'm still going to play it for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm trying to see the positives. Maybe it's gonna speed up the process. The little bit of tediousness that comes with certain, especially certain level brackets, are very tedious, right? To level through, like level 80 to 90 can be pretty tedious because you're not really there. And I'm trying to kind of maybe in my mind justify it a little bit too much. But I don't know, I'm really curious what you guys think about it. I'm not sure how it works. I've seen a post on Discord kind of explaining it, but then again, it wasn't official, so I don't really want to quote it that much. Um, the interface looks very slick. It actually looks pretty well organized. It looks pretty easy to use. There are some basic settings, monster settings, so I suppose you can like set up your character that will teleport away if a certain monster is on the screen. So I guess that's like against MVPs, or if you're being swarmed by monsters, it will also teleport away. It has a setting, of course, for your skills that you're gonna be using. Some other settings. I think there's a potion setting, looting settings. I don't know what what the rest must be. Equipment settings and item settings, I think. So this is pretty advanced, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna basically let you dictate almost everything that your character could be doing. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna create a kind of a two games within one, right? Like, you're gonna have this part where, okay, you're just grinding, and then you're gonna have the part which actually like um I don't want to say plays the game, because the game is the whole thing, but the second part is actually in like an involved, active gameplay, right? And quite honestly, I don't dislike. I wanted to say I do like, but sometimes I hated it. Like, but I don't dislike farming cards. Of course, when I get like shit RNG and I spend like 6 hours and get no cards, right? And of course, I'm a bit frustrated, but that's RNG, and I accept that. I don't know how it's gonna be in Ragnarok Zero with all those new affixes on gear and everything. And quite honestly, the one thing that I'm negatively like adjusted towards right here is that I used to like making certain builds that would be quite efficient at farming things, certain things. Like let's say this priest that would never run out of mana and heal bomb everything in Payon dungeon, right? Then now that's gonna be gone. I mean, it's not gonna be gone, but I'm going to be outperformed by a bot that's going to be legally there. And of course, bots were always there and they will always be there. This is one way of kind of telling everybody, hey, you can do whatever the hell you want. And it's kind of, it feels a little bit like capitulating. So I'm not sure if it's positive or not, still on the fence. I guess I'm just thinking out loud. I didn't really want to like write a script for it. I just wanted to go on off the top of my head to kind of hear myself as well. But yeah, it is what it is. I hope this is not going to kill my enjoyment. But quite honestly, I'm not really worried about myself. I have such a mega distance towards everything like this. Like I don't really care if people have better gear than me, if they farm more Zenny than me. It's like who cares? It's a game, right? But I do like hopping on my rogue, killing a bunch of golems and stuff like that. I don't know, sandmans and sleepers and all of that, and just coming back to town and making a whole bunch of Zenny and being like, hey, cool, I can buy a new item, right? But at the same time, somebody else can do the same thing with just not being there at their computer, you know. Uh, which is it's acceptable, I guess, to an extent. I don't know. We'll see how that really works out in practice. I'm still excited to play the game, and I think I'm just gonna play it in a way that I've never played the game before, because I don't want to. I've played this game for 20 years, right? I've done almost everything in it, I suppose. So I'm just gonna like mess around and make some random builds that will be definitely non-meta and all of all sorts of different silly stuff like that. So maybe okay. Final thought. Maybe this is going to be beneficial for players like us, like myself. Sorry, is that if I'm just gonna like hop online every now and then, having out people auto hunting all the time everywhere could potentially bring the prices down, the prices of items down to a level that would be achievable for me, for a very casual person, right? Because if I just spend an hour, and I'm probably gonna spend like an hour or two here and there just farming Zenny, and then I could come back and actually purchase a couple of items because they're supply and demand, right? If so many people will be auto hunting the most popular things, which they will be, those popular things are going to be, cheaper. Unless they will be auto hunting for raw Zenny, then we're gonna have a problem with inflation. So I hope there will be a lot of built-in Zenny sinks of some sort, so that we can get rid of we can avoid a situation like, I don't know, 200 million Zenny in the first month. That would be. People have had that. Like I remember the releases of Revo Classic and like on IRO, and that was a real thing. People had millions of Zenny in the first month. That was just silly and insane. But so I don't know. Maybe this is gonna avoid it somehow. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you in the next one.